So this succubus energy is real, and these succubus energies will come to you, but in order for them to come to you, you have to have light, right? Now you don't necessarily want them to come to you because then you're gonna have to fight that shit off because you're trying to cultivate your own light. You feel me? But this is a part of the game. This is a part of our adventure that we're going through. You feel me? And succubus, I prefer to be called semen demon. Semen demon. So they trying to get your light. They trying to get your your uh your energy. You feel me? Because your semen is a part of your energy, family. Tell you. So it's very, very, very important that you, right, cultivate your light, family. I don't care what you have to do. Hold your seed. Hold your seed, right? Because that is going to be the encompassing part of your manifestation. That's going to help you, fellas, move in this sex magic act that you're going to do, right? To manifest. Trust me, I'm going to get there. Watch how deep the rabbit hole goes. But there's a succubus energy in your dreams, and then there's also a succubus energy out here in this third dimension land, right? So you got a succubus energy in the fourth dimension and the third dimension, right? And this is you when you bust a nut. Like, oh, right? Oh. And we're going to be talking about that even heavier in the sex magic class, about you holding your seed, protecting your semen, protecting your light. You feel me? Protecting it. Look at Stray, the god Stray, solar phallic energy or liquid sunlight, sperm and semen. Yeah, that's it, God. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ava chakras. I used to have a succubus. Hey. Uh-oh. Erica, what you talking about? Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh. Man, say, and we are powerful beings, fellas. Listen, we are very powerful beings. We just have to cultivate ours a little differently. You feel me? The females, they're already there. We have to cultivate our light so we can move it with power, so we can move it with strength. You feel me? And really get into a space of understanding how this stuff moves. Here we go. So a single sperm has 37.5 megabytes of DNA information in it. What in the world? That's a lot. That means a normal ejaculation represents a data transfer of around 1,587 gigabytes in about 3 seconds. And you thought 4G was fast. So you releasing this seed, right? Your seed, right? When you plant seeds, you're letting something grow, right? You releasing the seed is releasing your information, is releasing your light, your knowledge, right? All the things that you've been cultivating in your mind. Fellas, I want you to hear what I'm saying. This is important because this is how you manipulate this matrix, right? Sexual energy is your greatest weapon on this thing. They've tricked you to believe that you have to, they tricked you to believe that sex is wrong and, you don't want to lust and all of this other stuff. No, you want to have some sex. You want to get into the act of having sex. You feel me? Because sex is vital for your survival, right? And sex is also an important power that you have so you can maneuver in this matrix. You feel me? So sex is important. Sex is everything. You feel me? Let's keep it rolling. So boom, your sperm has computer data, right? Single sperm has 35.7 megabytes of DNA information in it, right? What do we know as the computer? This is what we're going to get into, family. We're going to get heavy into this in the sex magic class, the zeros and ones, your supercomputer, your subconscious mind, right? Because you're having all these creative ideas and adventures, fellas, right? That you can cultivate in a certain manner, right? But you're releasing your seed and you're just letting it go to goddamn pieces of paper or whatever. So you want to be able to, program yourself. We are programmers. You are the computer programmer. Look, this is deep, family. Either you're going to program yourself or somebody else is going to do it for you. You feel me? And I want you to understand that to the core. Either you or somebody else, right? Happy Labor Day, man. Chaos in the blood. We're going to get to that. Don't worry. So chasing dopamine, porn, social media, and alcohol. Dopamine is a chemical located in the brain that is closely tied with emotions and actions. Its primary function is to carry signals between neurons in the brain as a neurotransmitter. What dopamine is best known for and what we are most interested in is its association with the reward center of our brain. It is a major player in reward motivated behavior. Dopamine is responsible for those feelings of excitement. Feelings of excitement about getting something new or doing something that you love. It is the chemical that signifies happiness and enjoyment. Happiness and enjoyment. So if you don't know, the feelings is the key, family. The feelings is the key. And the more you tap into your feelings, the more you tap into whatever you're trying to pull down here in this third dimensional realm, right? You got the picture and you got feelings. Put those together, bomb. Y'all remember in the first Master Student Conference class I did, right? In Houston, here, right? Symbols, emotions. Put them together and rock them, right? Now, there's different ways you can get into the space of feelings and emotions, but you want to definitely power this thing up through what? Visualization, imagination, constantly obliterating yourself on a day-to-day basis. Patreon family and I and us, we're working on this whole constantly obliterating ourselves with just imagination, staying in the fourth dimension, staying in that imagination land and getting into a place of power, of strength, instead of, being in limbo and being a beta man, stuck in the process. You feel me? So what happens is you get into a space of you've been doing so much porn, you get into a space of just chasing this dopamine effect. You not feeling yourself because you instant gratification. You instant gratifying yourself every chance you get. You ain't even giving yourself a chance to disciple yourself, discipline yourself. You feel me? And that's an important factor in your growth, family. The discipline. I can't stress that enough, family. You're gonna have to get to that discipline aspect of you so you can move into a space of power, right? It's not hard. It's just actually changing your mind, changing your mindset. So right here it says, the outside mirrors the inside. The outside mirrors the inside. It is easier to ascribe your feeling to events in the world than to admit that the conditions of the world reflect your feeling. However, it is eternally true that the outside mirrors the inside. As within, so without. A man can receive nothing unless it's given him from heaven, and the kingdom of heaven is within you. Nothing comes from without. All things come from within. from the subconscious. Listen, family, that's important to understand. This is inside out. Inside out. Bing bong, bing bong. It is impossible for you to see other than the contents of your consciousness. Your world in its every detail is your consciousness objectified. Objective states bear witness of subconscious impressions. A change of impressions results in a change of expression. This is fire, family. So that means you have the ability to control your reality. You feel me? By thought alone, by you visualizing and seeing the act that you want to be, by seeing yourself of who you want to be, right? And that's a part of this cultivating your seed process that you're going to go through, fellas. You feel me? So the more you get into the space of constantly, habitually daydreaming, you're going to power yourself up, right? The subconscious accepts as true that which you feel as true, and because creation is a result of subconscious expressions, you, by your feeling, determine creation. So, for instance, fellas, when you're visualizing and you're feeling yourself, right, and you see yourself, doing whatever your intention is, right, you have to get into a space of knowing that that's you right now. How do you know that's you right now? By your feelings. By your feelings. Message. So you want to definitely, in your meditations, in your daydreaming, and all these acts of you manifesting down here in this third dimension, you want to tap into the feeling of how you're going to feel in the visualized act. You feel me? Because it doesn't help if you're just seeing pictures and nothing is moving inside of you. Remember, energies in motion is what's going to cultivate this thing to rise up inside of you. Feel me? So you are already that which you want to be. And your refusal to believe this is the only reason you do not see it. You're refusing to believe in the fourth dimension, in your daydreams. Your mind has been programmed so deep, so hard, that what you're seeing in your mind's eye is not coming into reality because you're not able to conjure up the feeling. You feel me? And we're talking about feeling is the key. So now with this dopamine feeling, right, you want to have as much as dopamine as possible, or you want to be able to circulate the process, right, or the reward system, right, by holding out, you feel me, to maneuver your feelings in a particular way. Y'all know how it works, man. You invest in something, you invest your time in something, you put your energy and effort in something, and obviously you get rewarded, right? When you see these get rich quick schemes and all this other stuff, that shit is a illusion. This matrix wasn't built on that. You feel me? You're gonna have to get into some spiritual work. You're gonna have to get into deprogramming yourself and maneuvering in a space of constantly, habitually, repetitiously programming your subconscious mind. And shit, this is all stuff that I've done, so you already know how it go, family. To seek on the outside for that which you do not feel you are is to seek in vain. For we never find that which we want, we find only that which we are. In short, you express and have only that which you are conscious of being or possessing. To him that hath is given. Denying the evidence of the senses or appropriating the feeling of the wish fulfilled is the way to the realization of your desire. Mastery of self-control of your thoughts and feelings is your highest achievement. Neville Goddard. So dopamine, the feel-good or reward-giving neurotransmitter released in response to pleasurable situations. Stimulates us to seek out that pleasurable activity. Is associated with feelings of euphoria, bliss, motivation, and concentration. Is involved in movement, sleep, learning, mood, and attention. Low dopamine levels may cause depression. Dun, dun, dun. And fellas, this is what we're talking about right here. In the sex magic class, part of your practice is going to be holding your seed, fellas, and doing the mental alchemy, doing the work. 2 to 3 weeks before you start any kind of sexual activity, any sex magic activity, I promise you, if you wait, right, it will be worth it. But you have to have faith in the process, right? Trust me, D. Ray and I have done this, and it's worked countless of times, right? That we can count on just one hand. You feel me? So these sex magic acts are happening, and they're manifesting things into this reality, manifesting a thought, manifesting an idea, or manifesting some kind of, new something new into your life. You feel me? So it's important. Your ability to manifest in the act will shoot up 10 trillion times, baby, as you are cultivating your seed. So fellas, I want you to make sure you're cultivating your seed. And this is the book you want to get. Y'all know I talked about this book many, many times. This is one of my favorite books of all times. Ran through it. It's such a very, very informational book on cultivating your seed, holding your seed, right? And doing the work through raising up your sexual energy. Now, you can have sex during these acts, but you still got to hold your seed. You feel me? When speaking particularly on what Montauk Chia is doing with this cultivating male sexual energy, right? But there's some practices and some techniques that Montauk is showing you in this book, and that's going to be fire in helping you, you feel me, cultivate your seed, right? And that's what we're talking about, family. So boom, let's keep it rolling. Gratification, pleasure, especially when gained from the satisfaction of a desire. So this is heavy, family. Your ability to hold back, sustain, right? Control yourself, right? Control your emotions, control your urges, right? Is going to be part of your spiritual walk. Is part of your spiritual walk. You feel me? Like, if you don't know, you have to have a balance here, right? You can't just be busting nuts all day and thinking you're going to be in alignment with what you want to be, right? When you're busting all these nuts and you're seeking this instant gratification thing, right? You're putting yourself in a limbo, in a cycle of controlled zombie mode, right? And I'm gonna show y'all in a minute what I'm talking about. The biggest idea is to hold out, wait, process, think, right? This is when things come to you. When you're meditating, all you're doing is slowing down these brain waves, right? And you're slowing down these brain waves, spirit is going to speak to you. You're going to start receiving channels and downloads. You feel me? So the patience, the practice of stillness is heavy for your being, family. I can't stress that enough. All right, it says right here, delayed gratification is a crucial skill to learn if one is to maintain control and direction in their life. Basically, the healthiest of individuals have mastered the art of discipline and delayed gratification. Repeatedly giving into the urge to watch pornography leads to a lack of ability to delay gratification. Your brain becomes more and more focused on the things you find pleasurable, and the discipline of delayed gratification falls to the wayside. It is no coincidence that people who are hooked on porn might be radically underachieving in other areas of their life. That's heavy, family. So you got to understand that when you hold back and really get into a space of, okay, let me make this, let me cultivate, let me hold on and figure this thing out first, right? Then things start to come into the fold. You feel me? What is it? The bow and arrow, right? Chaos. Holding back, you're aiming at your target. You feel me? And the more you focus, the more you have a clearer sense of thought and space in the target, the more you're going to hit the bullseye. All right, so right here is saying developing delayed gratification is one of the best gifts you can give yourself, right? There's a certain sense of superiority and confidence that comes with the realization that you have more control over your primal desires than the average person. Master of any worthwhile skill or habit leads to increased confidence. The ability to delay gratification is no different. So this is heavy, family, because as you can see on the chart, right? Delayed gratification, you're doing the work, getting to a space, getting a space, and